Hello everyone and welcome back to This is the Police. The Freeburg Tribune says that green activists plant new trees in the park. That's actually pretty good. Golden Bird Jack Boyd says, watch out girls, there's a maniac on the loose. Oh great. I love being misquoted. And The Fact, Freeburg's #1 paper, Mayor's office arranging grand fireworks in honor of the city. We're all good.
Oh yeah, the work is definitely piling on. Truth is, if I didn't have Palmer helping me catch this psycho, I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah.
You know, when he got here,
And the stuff the newspapers are saying, is it true?
What are the newspapers saying?
The girl who was killed. She filed a sexual harassment complaint against the mayor? What about the other victims? Were they harassed by the mayor too?
Well, it's hard to say.
Is it true?
So far, the mayor's the only thing we have connecting the victims, but only one of them filed a complaint against him, and she withdrew it a few days later. Someone must have pressured her, but it's hard to say anything for sure.
But is it true? Do you think it's true?
Well, let's just say it seems like it might be. What's the matter?
The mayor raped me.
Can you repeat that?
The mayor of Freeburg, Stuart Rogers, he raped me. You heard me right.
When did this happen?
4.5 years ago when I was just out of college. They gave a reception for us at City Hall. Rogers gave a speech and there were a few other speakers, then dinner. I drank the champagne, it was hot out, the music was loud. I was feeling dizzy, so I went to take a breath in a quiet corner. I found a conference room, then a few minutes later the mayor came in with his guard. Rogers whispered something to the guard and the guard left. I didn't have time to figure out what was going on. Rogers just walked up to me, grabbed me by the throat and squeezed, and then he began to rape me. This went on. It lasted about 10 minutes.
Look, Lana, it would be very difficult to prove anything at this point, but
You wouldn't have to prove anything. I have a videotape.
A video?
A recording from a surveillance camera, a cassette. The raping mayor, sitting in my closet next to Kramer versus Kramer.
But how?
6 months after it happened, someone slipped the cassette under my door. This was the same time the city administrator, Mary Simmons, was dismissed. Quite a scandal, if you recall. I think that must have to do with it.
Lana, don't worry about a thing. We'll use this tape and ambush the bastard.
No, we're not going to do that.
Lana, listen to me. You need to...
It's been 4 years. Don't you think I've had time to think things through? I already decided I'm not pressing charges.
Lana, whatever you've been thinking, I promise you, it would be better if
No, it wouldn't be better. For the past few years, I've worked hard so that people would take me seriously, so they'd respect me as a professional. If I step forward now, I ruin all my efforts, my whole future, and I'll destroy my one chance to make this city better. I'll be a sympathy case, I'll be humiliated, and then I'll be attacked. And the one thing I won't ever get again is respect.
Lana, you're talking about covering up a crime.
I'm doing it because I know it's the right thing to do.
Then you're a fool.
Oh my God, I made a mistake. Just forget everything I said.
Lana, Lana! Shit. Shit!
Lana better not fucking be one of the dentist victims. Weaver! I accidentally broke my bathroom mirror when I was getting ready for work. My dad always said, no! No, you can't finish your detective story. I was taking out the trash last night. I accidentally got into some poison ivy. This morning I noticed that my feet were blistered. It doesn't look like anything serious. No! Florida, come on. I don't want Lana to be one of the dentist victims. Nice. Share that with the staff. Alejo. God damn it. That's right, we just finished the case last time. So we're gonna put all of our detectives on that robbery. Breaking and entering in the ghetto? Mrs. Peterson claims that the dentist is breaking into her apartment. I can hear him drilling through the lock. You have to hurry. Oh, God. Oh, right. We just had that press conference. Everything today is going to be a false alarm. I guess we can't take chances, right? They're all going to be false alarms, but we can't take chances that it's real. An inebriated guest of the restaurant noticed that the kitchen chef bears a striking resemblance to the dentist picture from the newspapers. It is a good day for the dentist to be out. God damn it, Lana. Jack Boyd, there's a real war against the scumbags on the streets today, and it's a war we're slowly losing. I decided to open my gun shop to help law-abiding citizens protect themselves from drug dealers and pedophiles. Today will be our grand opening, and I'm sure I could use a couple of brave officers who could lure in customers by handing out flyers at the mall. And I won't stay in debt. I'll give your boy some toys. Should be useful on the job. We're gonna wait for these guys to get back. They're running a hold of Mr. Peterson's doors. Only neighbors up front doing repairs. Yep, the restaurant's cook does not bear a resemblance to the fugitive maniacs. There is an investigation. So let's take Moloff and set her on this. Homicide in a residential area. Fiona Kalis was found in her apartment with her head caved in. A meat tenderizing hammer was found next to the woman's body. A tearful schoolgirl reported that a scary man with a face like on the news touched her shoulder during the show and said some scary things in a strange language. Alright.
1210 in progress.
Alright, you two head to that. A man resembling the dentist came to the office for an interview. He frightened the frightened secretary whispered on the phone, "He's grinning at me like he wants to kill me. It's exactly like his photo in the newspaper."
In progress.
A homeless man is trying to rob a hot dog cart. Finally, something real. Alright, someone banged on the door, and my mother told me to hide under the bed and close my eyes and ears and be as quiet as a mouse. I only heard muffled screams. When I got out from under the bed, I found my mother in the blood and called the police. Medical examiner says a fatal blow was struck by a blunt object to the head. The killer was standing behind the victim. Death was immediate and the body shows no other signs of violence. Miss Origi? I heard Fiona swearing with her brother. He'd come around again begging for money at her doorstep. Then she started yelling at her son. He always sits in front of the TV playing those stupid games until he turns blue. Then my phone rang and I talked with my friend for an hour and a half. The door to the apartment was open when I came in. The boy was sitting in front of the TV playing some sort of game on the console. He didn't even turn in my direction. I think he was in shock. His mother was laying dead there right in front of him. Peter Endure, the victim's brother. Yes, I went to my sister to borrow some money. I lost my job and the bills were piling up. I expected her to help like I have helped her in the past, but she refused. But I didn't kill her. We had a fight and yelled at each other, but then I went home. I watched a movie I rented and went to bed. The man was not a serial killer, but a mild-mannered foreigner who was asking the girl to be quiet during the show. Boss, that was a very strange job for police officers, but oddly enough, we're very tired out and got a lot done. Plus, Mr. Herzig gave us some nice guns. $4 grand, nice. It was an innocent law student, and he was smiling strangely because he was nervous about the interview. The seller said that the homeless man grabbed the money from the till and quickly disappeared. Order a hot dog, canvass the neighborhood. Visit the nearby homeless shelter. Canvass the neighborhood.
910 complete.
Nice. Oh, we got crit! We got Sips. Sips. Sips, you don't have a drinking problem, do you? We can't risk losing Sips. He's my favorite YouTuber. He and Markiplier are my favorite two YouTubers, so I'm very thrilled that we have both of them. Although I don't recall Markiplier ever playing This Is the Police. Anything else gonna happen today? Any more false alarms? Guess not. Hello?
214 in
Got 3
progress.
new frames for that. Oh, okay, hang on. Public indecency at the cemetery. Cemetery caretaker Harry Tipton reports a young couple is having sex among a number of very old tombstones, making disgusting sounds. Mr. Tipton is afraid to approach. Sounds like a job for McCoy and Hunter. Robbery, no new frames. No new frames. However, we did get some new frames for this homicide. Alright, so I do kind of think her son did it. A little bit. So, she's yelling at her son for playing video games. So he hits her with a hammer. And this is after she opens the door for her brother. That's all we got right now. Let me look at this one. Oh, not detectives, details. This one, the pharmacy robbery, I just don't know. Alright, so I don't think the homeless man did anything. Who is this? Oh, is this the guy who works at the pharmacy? Then maybe he took it while he was still on shift. And then he broke back in? Maybe? Maybe? What the fuck? James Duff, a pharmacist with a rare skin disease. He just decided to steal the medicine he needed because his insurance company refused to pay for his medical bills. What the fuck? Alright, but we're gonna get that tomorrow because Beasley isn't in right now. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Officer on
There are indeed young naked people laying among the tombstones. Cough loudly, shoot the criminals with the stun gun. Don't move, you're under arrest. Cough loudly. The young man jumps up quickly, shouts police, and turns tail. Oh, let's just run after him, hit them with the stun gun, arrest the woman. Let's just arrest the woman.
14 complete.
Great. End the day, and then we'll get those tomorrow. End the day.
Yeah, understood. Thank you very much, Walt. Sorry again for waking you up. Give my regards to Jean. Okay, gotta run. Hey, Martin, wait a minute. Martin, you still hang around with Bo Berenger?
Of course. In fact, he's my stepfather.
Great. Think he has a couple of men available? Today? Right now, in fact? There's something important I need taken care of.
Sure. Something you need help moving?
Not exactly. Here's the address. I need this house watched. All day and all night until I say stop. If anyone suspicious goes poking around, tie him up and bring him here. I'll pay double the usual rate. Or triple, whatever he needs. And nobody else knows about this, right?
Jack, they're more into looking after valuables, not houses.
What's the difference?
Well, these guys probably wouldn't care either way. Okay, Jack, no problem. I'll make the call. As for your retirement, I've been...
Let's focus on today, Martin. Now keep that house secure, all right?
Okay. I have a phone in the car. I'll call Bo right away.
I appreciate it, Martin. Believe me, I do.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah?
Anything else I need to know about this?
No.
No. Better you don't.
If you needed to know, I would have told you.
Hello?
I'm an addict.
Please, I don't want...
Listen to me, Lana. I really am an addict. For 20 years now, give or take. I've been lying to myself that I'm in control of the situation, and sometimes it really seems like I am, but sometimes in the more desperate moments, I become completely dependent on the pills. And it's just dumb luck that I haven't killed myself. Or someone else. More than a few times, I've come pretty close. I've been stoned while I'm driving, was even stoned once during a firefight. I've been on drugs while I made decisions where dozens of lives were on the line. When I'm overworked, I need the pills. That's my problem. It's my weakness. But I always knew that if I admit my weakness, if I start talking about the problem publicly, if I go to rehab, then I'm already as good as retired. They'll take advantage of the scandal and get rid of me forever. It doesn't matter all the good work I'm trying to do at the police department. They'll just bury me. So I'm keeping my problem a secret, at least until I can retire. I have to. I know it's the right thing to do.
Hello?
You realize, Jack, this is the first time you ever called me?
What?
You called me this time. I thought you were just waiting for me to stop bugging you, but now you called me and you opened up, even though you didn't have to. Maybe you're stoned?
What? No, I'm not stoned right now.
Well, Jack, I guess you need me as much as I need you.
I need you more than you need me.
Now I know you're stoned.
Lana, You
I heard everything you said, Jack. I understood everything just fine. You don't need to say anything else.
Right, exactly. Say no more.
What if Stet is the dentist? Alright, the Freeburg Tribune says that the police station desk sergeant, the dentist spreading panic among citizens, police overwhelmed by avalanche of false dentist leads, Freeburg residents jumping at shadows. Everybody's good. Yeah, maybe Stet is the dentist, because we got the police car. So he's involved with the police. No, you can't go to a museum. Oh, we got a stripe to hand out. Well, we are absolutely gonna give one to Markiplier. Didn't at one point Jack ask Stet, how long have you been working for me? And he said, coming up on 5 years now. And then, Ethan said that the dentist was quiet for 5 years. And he's involved with the police, but none of these characters can be the dentist because I could have killed any one of them. Like, Stovall could have died ages ago. Or maybe it's programmed to be some guy I haven't hired, but that's where I'm putting my money right now. I'm just picking songs at random because I don't really know them. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Well, first things first. James Jeff keeps regular appointments with his doctor. No. James Jeff's wife sends him out shopping. Oh, then maybe it is this. And Reed and Asmund are actually pretty good, so we'll send them out. Nice. Another detective. What do we need? We need one more officer for Shift B. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it doesn't really matter. So we'll just hire you for Shift A. Yes. And then Oshiro, you're coming on for B. Excellent. Alright, so we got 33-year-old Judith Pierce, former secretary of the mayor, was found brutally murdered in a hotel room. Attempted murder at Desire Park. A woman claimed she was in the park and the dentist was chasing her. I even heard the sound of the drill and his eyes flashed with devil's fire. I don't think this is real. Got him. Hell yes. Alright. In that case, all y'all are getting on this one. The jogger was wearing reflective glasses. A jogger wearing reflective glasses was in the park at the time, and there were drilling sounds coming from a nearby construction site. Got 3 new frames. Oh. A sleazy-looking man burst into the temple shouting, "Come get it, you peace-loving bald bastards," and wounded 2 attendants. Eyewitness contacted the police and got out of there as fast as he could. He said someone else had already begun returning fire. Alright, well. Sounds like for my best. So the dentist is just done? I can't do it anymore because I didn't kill Gorshkov? A saleswoman noticed a strange man looking through the window carrying a drill. He looks just like that guy, the dentist from the news, at least from the back. He's singing some sort of wicked song. I'm afraid to go near him. Well, that's incredibly disappointing.
Looks like we have a situation.
In the center of the temple are 2 wounded monks, and there's a wounded old man moaning in the corner. He's dropped his gun. Near the monks there's a trail of blood stains leading to the left. Call an ambulance. Inside the room is a small, scruffy-looking man muttering something about God. He's wounded, and next to him is a spent gun. Slowly step forward and move the gun away from the criminal.
410 complete.
Will I still get to catch him? Will I still get to solve it? Just an ordinary student. He was singing something from Metallica. No, I guess the dentist isn't sending me any more clues. There's some rowdy drunken brats at a restaurant. Let the police come teach them some manners. So what? I needed to kill Gorshkov? Or fire him? That's really disappointing. The guards at the city dump has eyes on a meeting between 2 gangs, apparently both from Eastern Europe. The leader of one of the gangs is trying out a pack of white powder. The guard can't see how many people are there, but he's counted 4 cars. Alright, I'll send a few people out. Fuck! The gangs have already started shooting at each other and haven't yet noticed the police presence. Some are behaving like madmen and firing in all directions. Shoot the guy with the automatic who is popping off towards the police position. Fire a couple warnings. Get on the loudspeaker, because they're not going to hear the guns. A wounded bandit is running toward the police position. With one hand, he's gripping his wounded leg. With the other, he's holding a gun, which he points at everyone one by one. The guy's obviously in a panic, his pupils dilated, and he's shouting something in an incomprehensible language. Taser him quickly, hold the man at gunpoint until the ambulance arrives. Shoot. Taser him.
1111. B in progress.
An alarm went off in a warehouse that doesn't see much use. Cool. Send Chin, Dixon, Subsidiary, because they haven't really had much to do today.
In progress.
Thanks to a tip from an informant, we've learned that a large shipment of imported alcohol, which was stolen yesterday from the port, is currently located in an abandoned house in the suburbs, where it's about to be split up and transferred to smaller sales points. There are at least 5 armed guards in the house, and we will wait for some of our better people to come back. And we'll send these guys out as well. Get them some man points. Like they aren't already pretty good.
910B complete.
The place was abandoned. Apparently there's a short in the alarm's electrical wiring. No new frames on that. No new frames on that. No new frames on that. Alright, this is the one that we have everybody on right now. And I don't get this one at all. I don't get it. Right, so we're gonna solve this. So, they come in the dark car. And then they come in the dark car. And then they go up the elevator. And then they don't threaten the woman. And then they clear out the safe. And it's not that, but... No, wait. Why is this guy in his underwear? Playing with toys. No, that's not it. So maybe after that, they leave? Maybe he takes off his jacket and they leave? Are you fucking serious? Okay. Timothy Foster, unemployed, but according to unconfirmed reports, he's a cleaner for the Mafia. Damn it. Timothy previously worked as a bouncer at the club. It's unknown whether he... Then probably not. A reliable informant reports that Timothy was living here recently. That's annoying! I don't have any backup for you, I'm sorry. But y'all didn't need it. I get the sense that the dentist is going to go free now. And I feel like he's going to go free because we never dealt with Gorshkov. Amazing. Great. We've lost so many officers. Would it have really been so bad to kill another one? The dentist kills former secretary of Mayor Rogers. Former secretary of Mayor Rogers found brutally murdered. 33-year-old Judith Pierce becomes third victim of the dentist. Everything's good. There's no such thing as a free lunch. My band is, no. I'm so tired. Yeah. My father got drunk and beat my mother again. This time it looks pretty bad. Okay. There's some, no. I have tickets? No! I'm so tired. Alright, fine. My father got drunk. Another one? Fine. Alright, well this hit and run needs some more detectives on it, I feel. Oh my god, we are out of detectives. Then we'll put another one on drug possession. You can have Ackers. We got Sips back.
1510 in progress.
Oh, whoops. Illegal business activities. Electronics shop owner Henry Harker reports that 2 young men were collecting computers in their garage and selling them without a registered sales license. This upstart with his fat friend are trying to destroy my business. They're making cheap counterfeits and misleading potential customers. These fraudsters don't have any respect for the law. Alright. And Sips, you head on out there too. We're gonna turn Sips into a great cop. Oh, Oshiro, welcome to the team.
In progress.
Disorderly conduct at City Hall. A woman entered City Hall carrying a basin and proceeded to the restroom to fill it with hot water, then took it to the front desk where she proceeded to wash her hair. The guard on duty called the police. Apparently, the woman is protesting the fact that her home has been without hot water for 2 months, and the city has failed in its promise to fix the problem. I mean, that's pretty legit.
We have a situation here.
In the garage, they're doing some work that's making a lot of noise. No one answers the door. Break the door down, forcefully knock on the door, turn on the sirens and loudspeaker, and demand they open the garage doors. There's a few students sitting in a jumble of computer circuit boards, soldering something. You guys are getting shut down permanently. Let's go to the police station and discuss what you're doing here. What's going on here? You guys are getting shut down.
10 complete.
Now he doesn't have an alcohol problem. Good job, Koenig. I'm honestly really bummed about the dentist. Like, I guess I can't really load a previous day because it just auto-saves. Can I load a previous day? I don't want to load a previous day. I don't want to save scum, but I really want to save scum.
In progress.
Reckless endangerment at the city center. A passerby noticed a suspicious worker carrying a drill dangerously close to the roadway. He pulled his helmet down over his eyes, but I never forget a face. I knew right away I recognized him. It's the dentist, and he looks like he's about to jump out on the road and start drilling people right in their cars. This is fake.
11:11.
Drug sales at the last picture theater show. Shit. Shit. My sound. There we go. Sorry. So sorry. Movie house cashier E. Moody noticed a suspicious van which seems to have some kind of shop. He's afraid that drug traffickers have moved in next door. Alright, Florida and me. I know Hunter isn't me, but she looks a lot like me. The workers were repairing the road and wasn't threatening anyone. Been an assault at the gas station. A trucker grew furious when he discovered a dead cockroach in his sandwich. He grabbed the waitress by her hair and beat her head on the table. The roadhouse hostess called the police. Hurry, soon he'll be coming for me. Alright, so let's send Sterling, Scott, and Sips. The van is parked alone near the cinema. It looks empty. Walk up and quietly knock on the door. Walk up and loudly watch. Someone starts moving inside the van. Break the driver's side window. Run to the driver's side door. Pull a gun and order them to exit the vehicle immediately. Don't move.
11:11.
Excellent. You are the reason we can't get the dentist. But you're really good.
6:10 in progress.
Harassment at Eddie's Burgers. A woman is on the phone claiming that the person sitting at the table is the terrible maniac from the TV. The man was staring at her feet and carrying a work pad on his shoulder, which shows the contours of a drill. Alright. Whatever.
4:12.
Awesome.
In progress.
Suspicious individual in the suburb. A strange taxi driver brought me home one night, then stayed parked outside my house looking up at my windows. I'm afraid it's that maniac who likes to come drill you at night. Please come quickly. The man was coming home from his work at the factory. The bag he was carrying holds only a change of clothes and a lunchbox. Oh, we got some new frames found. Alright. So, she opened the door for her brother. She argued with her brother. Her brother left. Then she yelled at her son, so he picked up a hammer. Oh my god, that was it. John Kalis, the victim's son, he killed his mother because she made him stop playing video games. Peter Andere rents an apartment in the ghetto where his nephew John Kalis is staying until his father returns from a business trip. He's only a little kid, though. No new frames found. No new frames found. No new frames found. But this is the one that everyone's working on, right? Yeah. Alright, so... I don't know how this one lines up. I think we're missing a frame on this one. Maybe. Unless he starts walking, and then the truck goes, and then it drives alongside him, and then it runs him over. I don't think it's really a semi-truck at all. Does it ever say it was a semi-truck? A heavy vehicle, I guess. So you might be looking for a Jeep or truck. I don't think this is it. The taxi driver was taking his break and enjoying a sandwich he brought from home. There was no drill in his car. Excellent. We captured a little boy. Excellent. Good job, Mole. End the day. Alright. Well, that I think is all the time I have for today, so thank you everybody so much for watching. I've been Rael, and I'll see you next time. Bye!